Amazon KDP Select has been the exclusive program for a lot of authors out there that have just been crushing it. Why is that? There has to be some subscription-based model out there for readers that they can go to that isn't Amazon. Well, good news. There's actually somebody who's stepping up to the forefront, stepping up to the plate, if you will, and that's in the form of Kobo Plus. And you're going to say to me, I don't know if this is news. It is news, and I'm going to tell you why in just about a minute here in the self-publishing news for April the 10th, 2023. Let's jump right on into things here. I'm going to start out with a news piece coming by way of Later Press. By the way, folks, if you've never heard of Later Press, go check them out over at laterpress.com, and you're going to get more details about how you can publish your books and actually get no platform fees through direct sales. Later Press, pretty awesome. By the way, that is not an affiliate plug or anything else. They haven't paid me. They gave me a great news piece, and this comes by way of Publishers Weekly, Book Life. By the way, subscribe to that blog. Really good. Really enjoy this. Over the past couple of news segments, I've discussed how there were a lot of account terminations going on because of copyright issues, that there was some copyright infringement, false positives that were coming through KDP, and so accounts are being shut down. And rather than, kind of sharing everything that they've, put into this piece, I just want to kind of summarize it and tell you some of what they actually had shared, including of which that if you want to get someone like a lawyer to, handle some of this stuff, there were some people that are paying up to $20,000 representation to get their accounts back, and in some instances not even getting their accounts back. So a couple of the things they had recommended to safeguard yourself is get a screenshot of your ISBN account showing your name as owner and the imprint name of your book's ISBN display, approved copyright documentation from copyright.gov or any of your equivalent one in your specific region, not just the application, which can take up to 8 months, by the way, in invoices and bank statements for editing costs from both your end as the publisher and from the editor's end, similar invoices and statements for cover design, and strongly worded emails with website links showing that you are the author, affidavits from distributors, your letter of proof ownership if you purchase the rights to something, and for a previously published book through KDP or CreateSpace, an email from the address listed in the previous publisher's account indicating that the company does not object to your edition. So these are some great tips. There were a lot of people that have asked me over the years, like, hey, how do I fight this? How do I get my account back? I think that this is probably a good way forward. It's really tough because sometimes getting the attention of Amazon KDP when your account has been terminated is like yelling at a wall. You're not going to get very much traction, if any traction whatsoever at all. So a big shout out over there to booklife.com. By the way, as per usual, all the links will be inside the show notes, so that way you can go take a look at some of these news pieces. Speaking of news pieces, oh man, this is pretty great news to hear that officially Spotify is available through Publish Drive. So if you happen to be using Publish Drive for your distribution of audiobooks, Spotify is now available through their account. Now, it doesn't stop here because Publish Drive just got access to Spotify, okay? And I'm sure it's through the relationship that they have with Findaway Voices, but I'm thinking, though, that this is the bigger news here, that Spotify actually launches audiobook sales in Canada. So previously, it was just the US, UK, Ireland, Australia, and New Zealand, in addition, of course, to, the US. I already said the US. Now having Canada available means that we're starting to really spread out. Hey, look, Spotify said it a while ago, and they said it by opening up their pocketbooks in late 2021 when they acquired the parent company of Findaway Voices, Findaway. And they said, hey, we're going to be doing this audiobook game here, and we're going to see these audiobooks being distributed out even more. So I don't think this is the end of it. I think we're going to be seeing even more greater things rolling out by way of Findaway Voices, and of course for Spotify getting that distribution. I got to be honest with you. I've already picked up a couple of audiobooks through Spotify. I love it. Like literally, I deleted over my vacation. I deleted the Audible app because I'm like, trash. I don't want to deal with them. Not anymore. Now, as a reader, I am too loyal. Actually, as a listener, let's just be honest here. So big congratulations go out to Spotify for that extremely great position going into the Canadian market. Speaking of Findaway Voices, they do want to let you know that their former matchmaking service, I'm forgetting the name of it now, essentially it is It is a service that they call managed productions. Now, managed productions used to be all you could do through Findaway. You could do the managed production and you could do DIY. Then they rolled out Marketplace over the past year or so, meaning that you could kind of work with other narrators and the narrators could work with you. I could kind of see this was coming because it seemed like a lot of work for Findaway to actually have to manage this. So if you're looking to do any managed productions through them, this is going to be good through May 31st of 2023. You have to approve those open auditions. The last day for authors to start a new managed project is going to be on May 1st. Last day for authors to approve returned auditions, May 31st. And the ultimate deadline will be November 1st for managed productions to be completed. I don't know what will happen after that point, but it's really cool to see Findaway Voices continuing to improve. I know we had a little bit of a hiccup earlier in the year when it came to the whole Apple AI thing and such like that. They owned it, they fixed it, we're good to go. So I anticipate seeing nothing but good things coming out by way of Findaway Voices. All right, let's go a little further forward here. I know sometimes I gripe, I complain about Kindle Vella. I need to take a step back sometimes and not take it so personally because Kindle Vella is a fantastic platform. I, as a reader, enjoy some of the serial fiction and nonfiction, of course, is available as well through Kindle Vella. So at any rate, this is kind of cool. We're excited to announce that Kindle Vella comments, currently in beta, will be added to all Kindle Vella stories soon. During the beta, we have seen a positive reader response with readers enjoying the chance to share their thoughts with others and interact with authors. We're looking forward to making this feature available to all readers and all stories in the coming weeks. Once live, no participation is required from you, though we encourage you to join the conversations and let your readers know. After comments are enabled for your story, you will see a new View Comments button on the story page in the KDP Kindle Vella library below the Edit Story Details button. From here, you'll be able to read, post, reply, and report comments. This is good. I'd like to see some progress coming by way of Kindle Vella. Love seeing that. I would just love to, and this is just opinion-based here, folks, I'd love to see a better recommendations engine because the recommendations are just straight trash. It's just if there's something popular, it's something top faved. It doesn't matter what book you're reading or what series you're reading or what the niche is. They're going to just give you the top faved ones, which is just, it's no good for me. If you want me to spend my money, recommend things that I'm going to actually like to read. Okay? Just gonna step off that one. Great one on that there, Kindle Vella team. Big shout out to Virginia Milner. I'm sure she's been working her tail off to get that feature. All right. The piece that I really wanted to focus on today is coming by way of Kobo Writing Life. Now, Kobo Writing Life is one of the Amazon alternatives, one of the top 4 ones. And Kobo Writing Life, if you're not familiar with yet, they distribute ebooks as well as audiobooks. And they also have what's called the Kobo Plus program. Now, part of Kobo Plus is you get to opt your ebook in and your audiobook, by the way, for Kobo Plus, and you get to get a certain percentage of the global distribution profits. So that's already been in place, but the problem was it was very limited in the reach because it was just in Canada, being a Canadian company. So they just announced they're rolling it out now officially to US and UK. Big applause to Kobo Writing Life on this one. Now you're probably saying, but Dale, this seems like a bit of a hyperbole. This seems like a little bit overblown. Why are you being a hype beast about this one? Okay, just hear me out for just a second here. KDP Select, a very similar program, okay? It's a subscription-based reading program. Kobo is the same way. With KDP Select, you have to remain exclusive to the Amazon platform, meaning that it limits your reach. Now, we can all agree that the vast majority of people are going and picking up their publications through Amazon. That's fine. But what if some of us authors said, no, we don't want to be exclusive. We want to still be part of this whole little game here if we could. Kobo Plus is non-exclusive. You can opt into it and you can opt out of it if you don't want that. That's totally fine. But I think it's really cool to see that they've expanded into the US and the UK. And seeing even more of this roll out is just absolutely just warming my heart here. It's just making me so excited because if we can start to educate our readers, if we can educate our followers, if we can educate everyone around the world that, hey, there is another viable platform and you don't have to run over to Amazon. You can actually go over to Kobo. You can pick up my book and you can check it out. Read as much as you like. Don't read what you don't want. It's totally fine. And here is the big difference here, folks. Look at the price tag on this one. For Kobo Plus, it's $7.99 per month for Kobo Plus Read, which means it's 1.3 million ebooks that you have available to you. Then you have Kobo Plus Listen, which is, of course, the audiobook version of it, which is $7.99. Here's the really cool thing. Look at this, $9.99 per month for both Kobo Plus, Read, and Listen. All right, that is the same amount that it costs for you to do Kindle Unlimited. Think about that. If your readers could be able to get not just ebooks, but audiobooks, it's a game changer. KDP, step up, remove the exclusivity, because more authors would like to actually have their publications elsewhere, but you're handcuffing them. You're forcing them to stay on a platform and be beholden to you. And I think that if you see something like Kobo Plus like here, doing something like that, it's what the people want, both the readers and the authors. Make it happen. Make it happen. Because I'll tell you this, I'm going to push Kobo Plus till the day I die because it's non-exclusive. Does it have as much reach? No. Will it have as much reach? Maybe, possibly. I'm sure we'll see them expand into many more regions. And that's going to get me even more excited, to say the least. And of course, if you're actually distributing through Drafted Digital, the Kobo Plus updates for US, UK, it's already set there, so you don't even have to worry about opting in or opting out. If you want to opt out, you can obviously go in there and say, hey, I don't want to have that. But if you never opted in, don't worry about it. You don't have to get it all set it up. All right, going a little further forward, I'm always big about Amazon advertising, especially if you are publishing your books over to Amazon. If you're publishing through KDP, you can easily get into the Amazon advertising dashboard, but you can also get it by way of Amazon Author Central if you are distributing through, say, Ingram Spark, Lulu, Drafted Digital. All these platforms have a way that you can now advertise through Amazon advertising. So with that being said, there's now a webinar they're rolling out. It's Help Your Book Stand Out with Sponsored Brands. Now, if you're not familiar with sponsored brands, it essentially is the, it's like a banner advertising module of sorts that pulls up in search, and it shows up to three or 3 to 5, I think, or something. It might be longer. I'm sorry. Please don't yell at me on this one, but you have 3 displayed on your sponsored brand banner. And sponsored brand ads can work really, really well. On April the 12th, that's a Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern Daytime, they're actually going to be showing you more about sponsored brands. Learn how sponsored brand ads can help authors like you showcase a collection of your eligible books and capture the attention of readers. In this intermediate level webinar, we'll show you how sponsored brand campaigns can help you promote your books to a wide, relevant audience and inspire readers' loyalty. We'll review best practices for your campaign creative and tailored targeting recommendations, giving you the knowledge to create sponsored brand ads that meet your goals. The webinar includes an extended step-by-step campaign creation demo to help you get started easily. All right, so if you've been struggling at all with Amazon advertising or Amazon advertising sponsored brands, go check out the webinar. I've already signed up because I always figure I can learn something new. I'm not sure if it's going to be live or if it's pre-recorded based on the fact that there's 2 dates, one in April and another in December. I'm thinking it's probably pre-recorded. It'd be nice if it's live, so that way I could ask them questions as they go along. Another little piece of news actually comes by way of one of my favorite YouTube people out there, MK Williams. She actually has a channel based on writing and self-publishing. She just hit 10,000 subscribers. Folks, make sure that you send her a very special message of congratulations. Look her up, MK Williams. She is fantastic, but here's the big news for her. She actually is going to be doing a giveaway and an Ask Me Anything video for her viewers. Now, she doesn't really do live streams and such like that. It's just not her thing. So she's kind of crowdsourcing a lot of these questions, and she will enter you for a chance to win It's one of her prizes. I don't know what that prize will be. I'll just have to go ahead and post something inside that video. And speaking of MK, she actually rolled out recently, and this was news to me, did not know about this. This came out April 4th. Amazon's dismantling of its books operation continues. Book Depository will close this month. Now, if you're not familiar with Book Depository, it's actually a UK-based distribution for Amazon and their print books. So sadly, they are closing the doors. They really just said, hey, things ain't working out like it used to. We're just going to go ahead and close this up. You know, Amazon, if it's not serving them any good, and if not many people are utilizing it, they're just going to go ahead and close the doors. So I'm not sure what type of repercussions this is going to be on their staff or their employees, but you know, my heart goes out to each one of them. And I'm sure that they will be able to land on their feet after this one here. And, you know, this article brings up a really, really good point of, you know, what does this spell for the other platforms that Amazon currently owns? Like a Goodreads, you know, is Goodreads going to be on the chopping block if for some reason they deem that it's not viable or something that's going to bring them in the money? I don't know. Lord knows that Amazon acquired Twitch a long time ago, and last I heard, they've been losing money like crazy on that platform, and it's not looking good on Twitch despite all of the popularity of the platform. So we'll see in due time, but yeah, Book Depository gone, but not forgotten for sure. And hey, as we start to wrap up today's self-publishing news segment, I want to, of course, give a big quick plug here for my video on demand service called the Self-Publishing Hub. You can go ahead and get yourself subscribed to that for $9.99 per month. You get access to over 100 videos and hours of footage about self-publishing and writing. And you can go ahead and take a look at that at theselfpublishinghub.com. Again, that's theselfpublishinghub.com. And get yourself subscribed today. You can go ahead and unsubscribe whenever you like to. Just a big quick heads up here, folks. If you go and you subscribe through a specific platform like, say, Apple, all right? Same thing goes for my YouTube channel membership. Excuse me, easy for me to say. Don't contact me directly. You've got to cancel it yourself. I can't. It's not possible, okay? Those platforms collect your money. I don't. The platforms collect it first, and then they send me my little piece of the pie. So I got one over vacation. I'm kind of scratching my head. I'm like, no, like, you're an adult. Go cancel it yourself. So that tells you just how easy it is. Just go in, cancel it. That's that simple. So I'm not going to be holding it against you. With all that being said, that wasn't very much news. I've been gone for a couple of weeks. I know. But good news is you can always catch up with me over in Discord to let me know your thoughts about the latest self-publishing news. That is at dalelinks.com/Discord. Till later, this has been Self-Publishing with Dale, and I'll catch you in next week's Self-Publishing News.